Best 2 hours in radio. It's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Varsity Radio Show, and we are so glad that you're here. We are so glad that you joined us today. Hey, if you want to see the behind the scenes, the fun, the cool, the unusual things that happen in the studio, hey, come join us at Varsity Radio Show on Facebook Live. We'd really like you to be a part. I'm super excited. I have one of my favorite people in the whole world. Drew Godfrey is right beside me today.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to be here.
He's fantastic. He's wearing he says,
formal.
Not so scary skeleton?
Yeah, Halloween's around the corner, man. I'm trying to get there.
Getting ready.
Yeah, I'm getting ready.
Got that old school roll tide hat.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, Ray Perkins.
Also in the studio, behind the scenes, you're not going to hear his voice, but he's playing with the cameras, I think, right now. My friend Samuel Isaac Houston. I said it wrong. Hewitt. If I don't mess up a name, it's not the Varsity. So Hewitt, though. Samuel Hewitt in the studio. Also, the man who slides the sliders, pushes the buttons, makes the videos happen. Our good friend, the Willy Wonka of radio, Steven Spiegel.
What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great one. We got some guests coming in today. Play a little football, I think. Isn't that right?
6-man.
Yeah.
6-man football.
A little different.
I like it.
You know, we've had football players. We've had flag girl football players.
Yeah.
Now it's time for 6-man. So,
like
let's get this party started the way I like to. Meme of the week.
Memes of the week.
And I like this one right here because it just touches my heart. It adds two very great things. It's meme of the week, Jedi Clampett right here. Jedi Clampett.
Love it.
It says, may the wee doggy be with you.
You've done that before.
No,
that was pretty good.
That's the first time, actually.
Really?
Right there. Why don't you read this next one?
All right. Oh, here we go. All right, so it says, my niece turned 3 today. She asked for a Lion King cake, but specifically the moment where Mufasa dies, because everyone will be too sad to eat the cake, and it will be all for me. I'm going to be honest. That's brilliant.
I think it's a good idea. Britt Burns is here. Rick Mosley's here. Hey, I love this right there. Check this out. The Kentucky football team, they got to beat Florida, which was that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a
real big deal. That's a big win for them.
That's huge for Kentucky. Really big. So in honor of that, Kentucky football celebrated with eating a gator in their cafeteria.
You ever ate any gator?
I have had gator tail.
You know what it tastes like?
It was good.
Chicken. Yeah. It's
Chicken.
good. It's good.
Chicken.
A little chewy.
A little bit. And then, so right here, I think they're there. There they are. Okay. When you think you said something deep, but you really just restated the obvious, right? And I think this is hilarious because what happened right here, Drew?
No doubt. We've got a caution wet floor sign in the middle of a swimming pool. I mean,
you know.
Yeah. I don't think there needs to be anything said there. I get it.
I think it's hilarious.
Water's wet. Fire's hot.
And, don't make me use my before coffee voice. How do you feel about coffee?
I'm good with it, man. I like coffee. I'm not an every morning kind of guy, but I enjoy it.
Coffee is very passionate. I'm very passionate about it. In fact, it brings this other meme in right here. It says, cold brew isn't cutting it anymore. I need whatever Blippy starts with in the morning. Have you ever seen Blippy?
Oh, man. Thankfully, my kids are older and we're done with Blippy, but I'm familiar.
I mean,
that's a hard watch for parents.
Yeah.
Now Bluey, I'm down with Bluey.
You're
Blippy,
down with Bluey.
No. That's tough.
Steven, you like Bluey, right?
I do, yeah.
I
it's a lot of fun.
Did. I thought you did. Also, and then this is the rap right here. When the moon hits your knees and you mispronounce trees, sycamore. There you go. Dad joke of the week right there. You're welcome. Hey, that's meme of the week. We're glad that you're here. We're glad that you came to party with us. We got lots of things to talk about over on Facebook Live. We want you to join us. Come talk to us. We're on so many things. Steven, tell them all the live places we are.
Of course, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, all at the same. Well, TikTok not live right now, but we do have a TikTok channel, so you can catch us on all those different locations. But live, we got YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and And Twitter. Yeah.
Last time you can go on the TikTok and watch me and Drew lose terribly to two Asbury basketball players.
I didn't realize that was out there.
It was great.
That's tough.
Anyway, Charburger, for which my boy Drew over here just had.
Delicious.
Home of the famous Char Grill Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteaks, and jumbo crispy onion rings, and B&B video games. 80 style arcade in the back, video game retail store in the front. That's B&B video games. Hey, we should be having any moment now. We'll have FCA moment of the week. Good stuff. See if she's here.
I got to go check out this B&B place, man. I need to. It's awesome.
I sincerely think you and your son would enjoy it.
Yeah, man. We might make that happen this weekend.
At least for an hour.
Yeah.
I'll say that, at least for an hour.
How many games are we talking? Like
50.
That's amazing. I wonder how he's cultivated all those. Like, where did they get them from?
He built a lot too.
Because they're hard to find. I mean, like I've looked for some before, and
this guy has so many. He rents them out to movie and TV projects, like Stranger Things.
I remember you telling me about that one. Yeah.
Pexels.
That's quite a setup, man. Right down the road.
And it's, I think you'll walk in, you'll be kind of blown away.
Yeah.
And then in the front, then you'll have a little nostalgia moment. A little bit of nostalgia because they have a video game retail store that has every system.
I need to go in there and see if he has a PS1. I had someone give me a Space Jam PlayStation 1 game that I didn't even know existed, and I was like, I'm gonna have to buy the console just to play that game. But
Candy says she's here.
All right, I see her on there.
There we go. Candy! I know she just had the women's huddle at Trash Panda Stadium. Like you said, Drew, Candy, I can't see her
Trash
face.
Pandas are in the playoffs,
Candy,
baby.
where you at? You disappeared. Hey!
Hey, how are you?
You're not tired, are you, Candy? You just did the women's huddle?
We did. We had a great turnout last night. It was a fun event. It was really good. Point of Grace was really cool.
I was going to ask you if you got to be on the stage and sing with Point of Grace.
That would be a negative. I heard a few songs, but they were good. They were very personable. They stayed afterwards. Anybody who bought anything from their store, they signed autographs, signed their memorabilia, T-shirts, sweatshirts, books, whatever. They had a line a mile long, and they didn't care. It was good.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It was really, really good. It was fun, exciting.
Candy,
good,
when I think about you, that's what I think, like a mile of people wanting to get your autograph.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that. To be honest, I wouldn't bet on that. But so how y'all been?
We're good.
Good.
We're good.
It's football season.
It's football season.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basketball season's about to happen.
Oh yeah, I'm not a big basketball fan.
Oh, come on now.
The Braves are closing
Baseball
in.
and football's my jam.
Yeah, I respect
Love
that.
it. Yeah.
You pull for the Braves or the Trash Pandas, or?
I like the Braves. Love the Braves. Like the Cardinals.
Let's see a tomahawk chop.
Yeah.
Let me see a chop.
What?
Tomahawk chop. Let me see it. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. We've been to a couple of games this year. It's been good.
I have to say, out of all the sporting events I've been to, Drew, the Atlanta, and it was Turner Field, but the Atlanta Braves game, I went to at night against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh.
That was cool.
They're awesome.
My dad had an opportunity to play with the St. Louis Cardinals right out of high school, baseball as a catcher, and he ended up going to Vietnam. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he was good. He was the stuff back in the day.
Wow. I'd have chose St. Louis over Vietnam.
All day long.
Wasn't much of a choice. I know. I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't much of a choice back then. He was drafted, so it was not good. But yeah, he don't regret it though.
Wow.
He don't regret it.
That's crazy.
Which, of course, back then they don't make what they make now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he come back from Vietnam, worked at Goodyear Tire and Rubber, and provided for his family.
There you go. Catcher's a tough position. That's a harder position on the baseball field than people realize. Rough on the
stories
knees.
that we have heard on him growing up was just like, wow, like that was that.
Yeah.
4, 3.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
The FCA Moment of the Week.
And we have one of our favorite people in the entire world, Candy Armstrong. She's wearing red. She's representing Fellowship of Christian Athletes so well. So
That's
well.
right.
Hot off of her debut at the Point of Grace concert.
Yes.
She just told me and Drew that she had a mile line long.
That's what I heard.
Long line
Yep,
to
that'll
get
be-
her autograph. It was
Grace had them all on.
Oh,
misunderstood. Misunderstood
Sorry.
that.
sorry. I just know how I feel about you, Candy. I just,
Oh, that's sweet. I'm
So, Candy, what's going on with Fellowship of Christian Athletes since y'all finished your two big things?
We have. We finished our golf tournament, and then we had Kingdom Men's Huddle last week, and then we had the ladies' message from the mound last night. So those were really good turnouts, great community representation. So it was really cool. And now we are looking and gearing towards the Iron Bowl prayer breakfast. They will be here before we know it. So we are in the process of trying to get all of that coordinated and getting our speakers lined up and all that good stuff. So we will be in Coleman County on Wednesday, November the 16th. And that event will be starting at 6:30. And that's going to be at the First Baptist Church in Coleman. And then we will leave there afterwards and go set up for Marshall County, which that one will be held on Thursday, November the 17th at 6 a.m. We always have a really good turnout with that. And our student leadership from Gunnersville High School, they are just like, they are on it this year. So they will be there helping us and assisting us with that. But that's on Thursday, and then we'll leave Thursday and come back to Madison County and set up, and we'll have the Madison County East and West. We're combining them again this year. And that one will be at 6:45 on that Friday morning. And potentially a First Baptist Church Huntsville. That's not confirmed yet, but we're pretty confident that's probably where it will be. So
Nice.
anyway, so yeah, so that's the big thing. You know, sponsors and it's just busy. And we have a big Landry dinner coming up for our partners in November. So it's always good to celebrate them because they do so much for us throughout the year. And without them and our board members, we wouldn't be able to do what we get to do. So we're very thankful for them. And that's just an appreciation night for them.
Very cool.
That's the FCA
lots
World
of good
Tour.
stuff.
Yeah.
That we were in meetings this morning, and then some of them are in camp planning as we speak.
Wow.
And so, you know, summer will be here. Time flies, as we all know. So they are already preparing for camp next summer.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's
busy
phenomenal.
time around FCA.
Yeah, you're not busy or anything, Candy.
No, just a little bit, but it's good. We love it. We love it. We love it.
Well, we love you guys, and we're super appreciative for you. So thank you so much for calling in and giving us an update.
Well, thank you. Thanks for all y'all do, too. We really appreciate it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
You have a great day, Miss Candy. You're the stuff.
Thanks. Y'all, too.
Bye. Britt Burns says Bluey slaps hard.
Bluey. Here's what I love about Bluey. You watch some shows with your kids, and you're like, "This is just
Man, I gotta watch
painful
this.
and hard to
Yeah.
watch." There's a lot of writing in Bluey that I'm like, "That was for me. That was a dad joke," and like y'all put that in there just because you knew I was watching this with my kids.
You know who did that before Bluey?
Who?
Peppa Pig.
Yeah, Peppa Pig is.
Peppa Pig can be hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought, like, I just avoided it until one day I'm like, you know, I'm going to see what this is about. And I'm laughing
Bluey is the
my head off.
new and improved Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Yeah. it
Steven,
is.
what's your favorite kid show that you have to watch with your kid?
Big City Greens.
Oh man, we watched it yesterday.
Yeah, Cricket and
Cricket
Tilly and
Tilly,
everybody.
yeah.
Grandma.
Tilly and Billy, right?
That's
They
good
are
stuff.
the new Clampets.
Yeah.
The new Clampets.
Yeah, that's a funny show too, man. That's another one of those that I'm like, this is for the whole family to watch.
It is. Yeah, I love the one where Cricket goes into his own brain.
Yeah,
have you seen that one yet?
I have actually. Yes, I'm familiar. I think recently we watched that one.
Dogs can't spit. That's all that neuron kept saying. Dogs can't spit.
That's hilarious.
Good time.
So, Steven, I thought it was interesting. I found this clip. And,
Sure.
You know, talent shows, are they a thing of the past? They're not a thing of the past.
Surely not.
They still exist.
Yeah.
And but there's important people in the show that nobody ever pays attention to. But I like this talent show because I think they cheered for the right people. And so if you're watching with us, this is for you guys. Everybody's screaming at this guy, by the way. He's spraying. The Lysol the mic guy.
That's
Nice.
it.
Right there. I like that. Steven, I haven't seen, and I've got a list of videos, but I hadn't seen a Rockstar video in a while.
Oh,
And
you
I
want to
was
see
just-
some Rockstar?
I was just wondering if you could bring that up because
Of course. Yeah, I can bring up some
Drew,
Rockstar
he's
for you.
worth it. He
I
deserves it.
love the Rockstar videos.
He's-
I'm here for it.
All right. Well, then let me get you one real quick. Now, usually we've seen him use monkeys. We've seen him use cats,
Ostriches. Emus.
squirrels.
Yeah.
But have you seen him use a turtle?
No.
No.
I haven't seen him
done
use
that.
it.
I would like to.
Okay. Well, here you go.
Please, sir.
Oh, almost out. Oh, wait 1 second. Let me use your face, Bobo. Hold up. Okay, I'm out, y'all. This way, Bobo. This way. This way to the ocean, Bobo. Hey, Nub, come on. You take it too long. Nub, you take it too long. You going the wrong way, Nub. This way, Bobo.
Wow.
So good.
I like his emu one. Ostriches unite.
Yeah.
Those are funny.
There were no new ones this time, so I don't have a new. Yeah, the emu.
Man.
Yeah.
I like that particular theme. That's hilarious. And I found a turtle video, the turtle brush, and I thought this was really good right here. It's not Rockstar, but check this out.
I have seen so many people use this thing, and they put different like voices on it, but this one is really good.
You can't tell me that turtle's not smiling. and
That's
loving
right.
it. He's loving it.
Deep down inside, he's doing it. He's smiling.
Is that your toothbrush?
That's a no.
Oh.
I hope not. But anyway, I enjoyed that video a lot. Dun dun.
Hey,
You got
I
hear
like
the
that noise.
computer. I like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's hilarious. In the same tone, it's baseball, but I like this news article, Steve, an amphibious pitcher. And
I saw that in the headlines. It's pretty funny stuff.
In the headline, where
Yeah.
he's bringing up
Give me
right
just a
there.
second, I'll pull it
No,
up for
I'm
you.
sorry. You sure that's the right word? Like 80% sure. Yeah. Print it.
Yeah.
Amphibious pitcher makes debut.
That means he can pitch underwater, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Love it.
Were they looking for ambidextrous?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
His right
yeah.
hand,
yeah.
left hand, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's what they were shooting for.
So if you can bat from both sides of the plate, you're a switch hitter. If you can pitch, you're a switch pitcher, right?
I guess.
Okay.
So Britt Burns just shared a video with us.
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
dangerous.
He said, not sure if you've ever seen this, but it's amazing. So we'll have to watch that a little later. I think Clutch is coming up soon. And,
It is. Coming up very soon. We got a minute 5.
Minute 5, but I think it's hilarious. At work, we're at a church. We mess up words sometimes. We don't mean to.
Yeah.
And get posted, published.
I don't, Seth. I always say things correctly, but
I
I've heard of that
thought
happening
so.
to other people,
Well,
and that's sad.
I'm glad that
No.
you have stayed free of it.
The barbershop environment, man, we say all the time, you have to come in basically and you got to be ready to take some blows because you got to have rhino skin in there because you let anything, say anything wrong, let
Yeah.
anything slip, they're going
People
to call you out on it.
capitalize.
They're going to call you out on it. So
They capitalize
yeah,
on that.
I'm
That's
thick
hurtful.
skinned. It doesn't. No, I'm good, man. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Nate, talking to you, Nate Pruitt. Talking to you. You don't-
he comes at you hard, doesn't he?
well, we all give it to each other pretty equally, but that's part of the environment, man. It's fun.
Yeah. You and Nate, y'all kind of became the thing there, didn't you?
Yeah. Well,
Here we go, guys.
I like that guy.
Coming up in about 10 seconds.
88.5 JFM is WJIA Guntersville.
Online at 885jfm.com.
The clutch moment.
Yeah, this week I want to talk to you about the 9-month missions trip. Why? Because school just started. I think it's important that we capitalize on the next 9 months. I remember my first missions trip like it was yesterday. I got Very early in the morning, we drove to Atlanta, Georgia, and I sat in a 747-400. It's double-decker plane, only to fly for the next 18 hours. From Atlanta to Johannesburg, South Africa, then to Durban, and get out in a place that I never experienced before. Poverty, like I've never seen before. Hurt, like I've never seen before. And it messed with me, you know. That trip changed everything. I was 14 years old, and it changed everything. I know, Drew, you've been to Ecuador and Peru yourself.
I have, yeah.
And going on those trips, it messes with you.
Yeah. Seeing poverty, like you said, for the first time, you know, that this is not just something on TV. This is how people
real.
really live. Yeah. It's hard, man.
So, I'm going to start with this question, and I want you to explain yourself. Do you think you're called to missions? Explain yourself. Do you think you're called to missions?
I do. I think this was something that I didn't understand until I was probably in my mid-20s. You know, I think a lot of us, you know, if we grow up in the church, we grow up as believers, we think missions is something that we kind of give an offering to,
right,
you know, a few times a year. And there are people that are called to missions, and that's good for them. Bravo, let's help them. But really kind of in my mid-20s, the Lord kind of helped me understand that we all, as believers, have a role and a responsibility to fulfill the Great Commission. That the Great Commission, the sending of us to preach the gospel to all nations, that's for all believers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I think absolutely. I think John Piper said it best, that, you know, we all are either goers or we're senders. So we all have a responsibility either to go to the nations and preach the gospel, or we should be equipping and sending others. And so, yeah, man, I absolutely believe that's true.
So good. See, I think Jesus begins to break this down in another way. Matthew 9:35 through 38. It says, Jesus traveled through all the towns and villages at that area, teaching in the synagogues and announcing the good news about the kingdom. And he healed every kind of disease. When he saw the crowds, and this is the point right here, he had compassion on them because they were confused and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. He said to his disciples, now it said right there that he was moved with compassion. I see Jesus in this moment, Drew, in tears.
Yeah.
As he's moved with compassion. And he said to his disciples, the harvest is great, but the workers are few. So pray to the Lord who is in charge of the harvest. Ask him to send more workers into the fields. And so this is a powerful moment right here. And it brings on what I think we need to do. Questions we need to ask ourselves. Am I called? And you said it. God called all of us to go. Go doesn't always mean to a foreign country. Go always starts with where you are now, when you are now, right?
Absolutely.
So, Drew, why is it important we make the most of the calling God's placed on us? Because we all have a calling.
Well, you know, I think it's because there's no backup plan, right? We are the plan.
We are the plan.
And, you know, and God doesn't need us, right? Like we as believers, like, it's an honor, it's a blessing and a privilege to get to be a part of the work that God is doing in our communities and then the rest of the world, right? You know, that's a blessing as a believer to get to share the gospel and share your faith and do the Lord's work wherever it is that he calls you to go. So, yeah, it's not, I don't think necessarily that the Lord needs us as much as like he wants to bless us by being a part of the work that he's doing, you know?
So good. The second question I think we need to ask, why should I care? Why should it matter to me? If your gospel, and I love this quote, it's powerful. It says, if your gospel isn't touching others through you, it hasn't truly touched you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's powerful, man, for sure.
That's good. So why should Jesus inside of you affect those around you, Drew?
Well, I think, you know, the Bible's pretty clear that when we come to Christ, when we become a Christian, that we're a new creation. You know, the Bible says the old is gone and the new has come. And, you know, we have the Holy Spirit then that comes and lives inside of us. And the Holy Spirit is, you know, he loves people, right?
He does.
And so we can't help but love people if we're following after the Spirit and we're following after Jesus, because we love as he loved, right? That's what we're commanded to do. And so,
like Jesus in that moment moved to compassion for people. Moved to do something about the sin situation or the hurt that they're in or whatever. And the third thing is, who are you willing to lose to hell? And I made the statement to you in the barbershop, but I love what Charles Spurgeon says. He said, if sinners be damned, at least let them leap to hell over our dead bodies. And if they perish, let them perish with our arms wrapped about their knees, imploring them to stay. If hell must be filled, let it be filled in the teeth of our exertions, and let no one go unwarned and unprayed for. Why should it bother us that we have friends and family that don't know Jesus?
Yeah, I mean, that's tough, man. I mean, it's, again, how can we truly say that we love somebody if we're not willing to share with them what is the most important news they need to hear, right? I mean, we live in a society and in a culture, right, that's very, we don't want to offend people. We don't want to say something wrong and hurt somebody's feelings. But man, is it truly loving somebody if you fully believe that the message you have for them is the difference between where they spend eternity, and you're not willing to share that with somebody? Man, that's, to me, that's not loving somebody, that's hating somebody, right?
That's good.
Yeah. So I mean, that'll preach right there, right? But yeah, man, we have an obligation, but also, man, again, what a privilege that God allows us to be a part of His mission, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and that's
a big undertaking.
That's a powerful moment, and what you said so powerfully that I want you to get there. If we say that we love our friends and we love people, but we don't talk about the Jesus that changed our lives, that's not love, that's hate.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like how you said that. Hey, we're going to pray for you. And we're going to pray that God makes that real, that it becomes a mission field for you. And it bothers you that your friends, they don't know Jesus. Because you have them, I guarantee. God, we come to you today. I pray over the person listening right now, God, that you would fill them with your presence. God, that you would allow them to have compassion like you did over the lost and the broken. That they would be the difference that changes the lives of those that are around, and they would realize the calling you placed on their life. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Just in case my car goes off.
Anyway, I enjoy that.
That's good,
topic.
man. I was gonna say that's a good clutch right there. I can talk about that
all day
as much
long
as you want, man. Yeah.
Well, it's something that not so much just because you're a barber, but Drew, I love going to Drew's barbershop. This is not the advertisement part. What I'm saying is we share our faith there.
Yeah.
And we talk about that. In fact, I saw you jump on board and you're supporting an organization, the Real Life Pregnancy Center.
Yeah. And
it just moved my heart that you are not in this just for money. You're in this to make an impact.
Yeah. You
mind talking about that?
No, not at all. Not at all. I've really been convicted ever since Roe versus Wade was overturned. And one of my big convictions is I think as a believer, I have said, as a pro-life believer, I'm pro-life. I vocally have been very upfront about that.
Yeah.
But what have I physically done? What steps have I taken to really show that I am pro-life? I think it's one thing, and this applies to a lot of different areas of life, but I think that it's one thing to say we stand behind something and we believe something, and it's another thing to put our money where our mouth is and really take action. You know what I mean? I think Jesus calls us as believers to be people of action, not just people of words. And so, yeah, there was just this conviction that, I was seeing a lot of pro-choice businesses that were saying, we're going to pay for your travel to have an abortion, and we're going to pay for your family to travel with you, and all these things. And I wasn't seeing pro-life businesses take that same stance. And so I just felt this urging that, as a business that has those convictions, we need to be vocal about those convictions, but we also need to take action.
Yeah.
And so thankfully we have a great partner here right here in Marshall County that's doing so much great work for women. And one of the reasons I wanted to partner with them was because, and I think I said this on our social media post, whatever side of the political argument you stand on, pro-life, pro-choice, I think we can all agree that, like, when a woman is in need and needs help, like, we should be able to show her love and compassion and give her hope. And that's what the Real Life Pregnancy Center is doing. They're giving these women options. They're giving them education. They're giving them resources, and they're giving them hope, which
Yeah.
is provided through the gospel and through Jesus. And so, yeah, man, I think they're doing a phenomenal job, and
They are.
we're very happy to partner with them.
Wow, that's exciting. I actually went and toured the place a few years ago.
Yeah.
Just blown away, because
Yeah.
I wanted to say to our church people, this is what we're doing. This is what
Yeah.
we're giving to. And I was blown away.
Yeah.
Just blown away. And I agree with you. If we're gonna make cultural decisions and we're gonna make cultural stands, then we need to make a difference.
Yeah.
And give the alternative. We got to be able to make it an alternative.
That's right.
You know?
Absolutely.
And so, anyway,
Talking about standing up for what you believe in, I came across this not too long ago, actually. It's a guy who used to be an Arab. Drew, you probably know him. Remember Thomas Shelton?
I sure do.
Yeah, you know
He was my alpha agent.
Yeah, he's tearing it up over in Anniston, Oxford area right now. And he's doing a whole lot of fishing, right? So I still
Yeah.
follow him on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he came across the socials with a video about this guy who is 22 years old, who was disqualified from a fishing tournament. Now, he's from Cleveland, Alabama, which is really close to home. So, hey, I want to share this video, and this kind of goes right in line with that, putting your money, where your beliefs are. Here, take a look at this real quick.
Everybody's heard about what happened to Trey Swindle in the Bassmasters Open by now, and I'm going to weigh in on it. If you haven't really looked at it and haven't heard a lot about it, watch this clip, but I want you to listen how this guy just handled getting disqualified from one of the biggest tournaments he's ever fished.
Hey, I got out there and watched Kyle Austin catch some, watched JT, watched Chad Pickens. It was awesome. I enjoyed it, even though I wasn't fishing. I would have loved to, but I mean, it was an honest mistake. And I wouldn't be here without the good Lord. I had a terrible practice, and I would have never made it to this far without him. Sorry, I'm trying not to get choked up, but I mean, everything happens for a reason, so it's all about.
This guy is 22 years old, something like that, just got disqualified, sitting in second place for the Bassmasters Open, and that's the way he handled it. I mean, it moved me. And I'm going to tell y'all what, I'm going to be the first one to do this, and I have a feeling there's going to be somebody else big come along. But I sell Alpha Insurance. I'm a business owner. I do sponsorships, and you know what? I think I'm going to throw one on Trey. So, Trey, I'm sending you $500. I'm going to sponsor you. All you got to do is stick my name somewhere on you. Because somebody with that kind of integrity, the way he handled that situation, I want to be a part of that. Now, I really hope somebody shares this with some big marketing company, and I hope somebody big picks this guy up. I'd like to know that if I ran the marketing department for Coca-Cola or Pepsi or somebody major, that I could come in and be the first one to find the next Gerald Swindle, the next Jordan Lee, the next, Tony Stewart. I mean, imagine if you came in early and you swooped up one of the next greatest athletes in that industry. I really think this guy has it. He obviously has the potential to catch fish. He's sitting in second place. He's proven he can do it. But at the same time, more importantly in 2022, as a business, you need to find somebody that's going to represent you and represent you in the right way. You're not going to beat a guy better than Trey Swindle. So I'm going to be the first one to start this. Trey, I'm sending you $500 sponsorship. I hope it helps you. I hope it puts you in, something you might need. And I hope somebody big sees this and picks you up from there. Good luck, buddy.
did they?
It's awesome.
Well, I haven't got the update
okay,
yet.
yeah.
It's happened so recently, but
That was
just the
cool.
fact that he was ready to be the first person to do it, I thought was so cool.
I
Yeah.
love that.
It goes right along with what you were talking about,
Yes.
aligning yourself with people with the same kind of beliefs that you have.
Love
That's
it.
right.
That's good stuff.
That's
I
right.
do love that. I like that a lot. Talking about sponsorships and stuff. You posted this. I thought it was really good. But Michael Jordan, when he started out in 1984, started the year of the Air Jordans. Right. Their expectation, and I like this. Their expectation was Nike hoped to make $3 million in Jordan sales over 4 years. It's not really that much money.
No,
not
that's
even
low-hanging
in the
fruit.
80s, But 2022, he's retired. He's the greatest all time. Nike generates $3 million in Jordan sales every 5 hours.
Wow.
Every 5 hours.
I think Jordan paid off for him. I think that was a decent investment for Nike.
It was a great investment, and that they picked him. I love that. I love investing in something that you believe in. Kobe. Why can't I think of his name?
Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. I was trying to think of his name. There's this quote that Kobe said on Michael Jordan. Do you have that there, Steven?
I think so. Give me just a second.
That's okay. I can wait. Yeah. I just want to read it right.
Gotcha. Get this headline real quick. Oh, talking about the Jordans. I watched one of his earliest interviews on a talk show. I think it was David Letterman. And I think Letterman told him it's an ugly color. And Jordan said, you know what? They didn't let me choose the color.
There it is.
They only let me do the design. So,
that's right.
Yeah, and the comfort.
That's the one right there. Everything that Michael Jordan did, Kobe did. Like the chewing of the gum, the walking. I used to have VHS tapes full of highlights of Michael Jordan. Kobe asked to borrow them. And I've never seen those tapes again. Nick Van Exel. So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When you see Michael Jordan, you see the level of competition, the level of that he exerted himself,
Yeah, that actually makes me think. Just I'm in a men's Bible study right now, and really it's been a great study where it's just kind of a small discipleship group, and we're meeting on Thursday mornings. But we're discussing. I'm terrible about like scripture references, but I believe it was in Romans where Paul says like imitate me, right?
Yeah,
like imitate me.
As I imitate Christ.
That's right. Yeah. And like, man, what a like challenge that was. Like we talked about that. Like, are you living your life in a way that like you could tell somebody, hey, if you want to know what Jesus is like, and you want to walk with him, imitate me.
That'd be a great illustration of
no
that.
doubt.
I like that.
No doubt.
And then I saw this the other day, Stephen. Ricky Henderson. I meant Joey Manessa. And this young girl. A week ago, the Nationals outfielder Joey Manessa threw a ball to a young girl named Avery, but a fan swooped in front of her and caught the ball. That was rude, right there. As a result, Joey wrote Avery a letter and signed a game ball for her. Isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
I love that. I love that he made it right. He made a difference. Also, we're looking at modern day things. Is the players of the past, are they better than the players of the future? And you look at the A's. Ricky Henderson stole more bases in 1982 than the entire Major League team stole last season. Think about that for a minute.
He was an absolute unit, man. I mean, unbelievable. If he got on first, he was going to find a way to get to third. Like, he was trouble.
People like that, man, they make it hard when you're out there playing, too.
Yeah.
Like,
imagine the stress
what
he
am I
puts
gonna
on
do?
a pitcher. Like, a pitcher can't concentrate on the batter, man, and just throwing strikes because he knows Ricky's behind him and, like, just trying to keep that dude in check. Like, yeah, he was a terror.
Yeah, apparently, look, him holding those bases like that. That's funny. In the picture that we're looking at, Steven, I saw this. I thought it was hilarious. There's this dance off at a football game. And
I saw that too.
I think of my boy Drew over here when I look.
I may have a story. Let's watch the video first.
Yeah.
Now, why don't we talk it up a minute? Let's get into that story.
You want to hear the story?
Let's hear the story.
So, circa, I'm going to say 2014, 2015, I was in Atlanta for a Hawks basketball game.
Nice.
And they have a dance cam, or at least at that time had a dance cam on the Jumbotron. And so I got into a dance battle with a kid on the Jumbotron, and I'm pretty sure he was like Ludacris or like Usher's nephew. Like he won the dance battle, but I'm not gonna lie, I went hard, man.
You went hard?
I did. Like I pulled out some moves I didn't even know
that you
I had. But the funny side of that story, and maybe I can find this, Steven, for the next time. It's out there on YouTube, I believe, at some point. We actually reached out, the buddy that I was with reached out to the Hawks like marketing department and was like, my buddy was on the dance cam. Is there any way we can get a copy of that? And they actually sent us like a DVD in the mail. So, and it somehow got uploaded on YouTube. So it's out there. I'll see if I can find it.
Drew's popular.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. It was something.
You want to see a little dancing going on?
Please.
Here we go.
I like this a lot.
Oh, sorry.
When you accidentally meet your soulmate. This is Drew right here. Love it.
Oh, yes. Those dudes got the moves.
Gets better. Ah!
Seth, I feel like you and I need to recreate
We need to
this.
learn that dance. Hey, Steven, will you learn that with us?
No.
I think that would be a great way to start the show.
So we need to start the show with that Walk It Out song.
I'm
Can
down.
you get the rights to that? And we'll just from now on, every time Drew's here, me and him, that's how we'll start.
Hey,
It'd be beautiful.
there's a dancer in here somewhere, boys.
Sam's
know.
Sam's around the corner.
Yeah.
You know, you never you never know.
Hey, can I give a shout out real quick
Yeah.
to my daughter Cameron, who just hit me with a "Hey Daddy, I love you" on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
That's why you're my favorite daughter. Hey, Daddy.
Favorite child?
My only daughter. No,
Yeah.
favorite daughter. Favorite daughter.
Britt Burns, that dancing video gave me more chills than when that kid hit the high note on Sister Act 2. Thank you, Britt.
Nice.
You're fantastic.
What a reference.
Speaking of going off, Tua Tagovailoa this weekend.
Say that name again.
Tua Tagovailoa.
I don't know. That's close.
Nope.
Say it, Steven.
Tonga Vailoa.
Tagovailoa.
I wasn't even going to attempt it, Seth, so I didn't.
Yeah.
469 yards, 6 touchdowns, 36 of 50.
I love it. Especially since like last year he
That's
was the
mad
guy.
numbers.
You know, I mean, pretty much as a barber, I sit around all day and cut hair and talk sports. And watch TV and like, I mean, all the talking heads last year were like, this guy doesn't even deserve to be in the league. He's not going to make it.
He doesn't
It
have
just
a
it goes
chance.
to show too what happens when you put some weapons around a good quarterback. He's got some targets out there. now.
Jalen Waddle.
The cheetah.
Jalen
And
Waddle gets the final score for the win, and I like this. There's a stat right beside that one, Steven.
Yeah.
Right here, which is insane. Just for the record, teams trailing by 21 points in the fourth quarter are 1-711 the last 11 years.
Wow. I wonder who the one to win was.
1-711
You're
in
down
the
20,
last 11 years.
down 21 in the fourth. That's pretty much over.
It's game over. Britt Burns, did Tua endorse that pronunciation? We don't know, man. We're just trying.
I mean, it's definitely not hooked on phonics. I mean, you can see the back of his jersey right there. It looks like Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
But it's Tonga Vailoa. It's
By the way, he
weirdest
got
thing.
married before the season, didn't
He
he?
sure did, and he wasn't too happy about people releasing all that information either.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
Sorry, Tua. We didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
No, it's already out there now. But
Yeah.
I noticed it wasn't too long ago that he had actually come out and somebody had asked him a few questions about it. He's like, yeah, I don't understand why they put it out there. I wanted that to be my news to share,
Huh.
not everybody else's.
It wasn't
Wow.
Manti Te'o's ex-girlfriend, was it?
Hey,
sorry, man.
hey,
Hawaii
you went
joke.
there.
Right.
You
Hawaii,
went there.
I saw the Hawaii connection.
Wow.
That's a crazy documentary if people haven't watched that yet on
Is it?
Netflix.
Yeah.
It's The Untold. It's wild, man. I gotta actually apologize on air right now to Manti Te'o because I've made a lot of jokes about that dude over the last few years, and I completely feel sorry for him now. Like he
get played?
Yeah, he very much like got catfished in the worst way you can. So that's a very good show though. If anybody hasn't watched it,
Is that on Netflix?
yeah, it is, man. Good watch.
Man,
Hey,
Tate,
talking about the Tua thing, I was just able to find the video if you want to see that video here.
please.
Did you know Tua got married 10 days before training camp? Because I didn't even know he had a girlfriend, but he married his girlfriend from Alabama. He was not too happy about his marriage being leaked to the public.
It's almost kind of disrespectful, if you will, by doing that. But it is what it is, and shoot, can't do anything about it. And guys, I have a wife.
So here's the thing. I'm just going to state a marriage fact. He was not angry. His girlfriend, fiance was angry.
Yeah. You're the quarterback for the Miami
that was-
Dolphins, though. Like,
that
you know
was-
what I mean? Your life's kind of a public.
Right. That was not that was not, no, I'm sorry, Tua. That was not Tua being angry. That
Yeah.
was Tua acting angry So his wife felt like he
Yeah.
cared.
You got to be careful doing that, though. We see what Will Smith got himself into.
What happened? Y'all remind me?
Oh, you don't remember that?
Oh yeah. When he ended up having to slap
name
Chris.
out your mouth.
That's right.
He said.
I don't
When
think
he
he really
rocked
wanted
Chris
to do that.
Rock.
Yeah, he did.
With the open hand slap.
Hey, can we pull those athletes in? I want to ask them about this classroom roller coaster in a minute.
Sure.
But yeah, Chris Rock, he got the bad end of the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Britt Burns nailed it, guys. I have a wife. His wife. I told you, Britt. That's absolutely what happened in that moment. I've been married 15 years. How long have you been married, Drew?
14 in like a couple weeks.
And Sam, how long have you been married back there? That's right, 0. Okay. So I hope you're taking notes. That anger came from his wife was angry that everybody found out and she didn't get to announce. Tua didn't really care.
Yeah, I'm reading between the lines here.
Tell me I'm wrong, Britt. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't think I am.
No, I think you're on it. I think you're all over it. How about my man Jalen Hurts last night too, man? The other Bama quarterback.
Him and Tua are over 700 yards. They're the leading passer and rushing leaders.
Yep.
What's up, guys?
What's up, fellas?
Come have a seat. I got some video I want to talk to you about. It's gonna be fun.
They're talking about Jalen Hurts as a potential MVP candidate this year. Like
Jalen Hurts is awesome, and he's got Devontae Smith.
Yeah, man. I just love his story, like the go to Oklahoma thing, and like.
Isn't Landon Dickerson there too?
Yeah, believe so.
Hey boys, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Andy.
Andy.
And I'm Grant.
Grant, Guthrie, and Andy.
Cool.
Corsmo.
Yes, sir.
Corsmo. I like it. Hey, in a minute, I'm going to show you a video. I want you to react to the video. We just got done talking about Tua, who went off this weekend. He put up some Madden numbers. He did something that no other person's done in the last 11 years. Trailing by 21, 1 in 711 teams actually come back in the NFL.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I totally just got that. I've been reading this for like 10 minutes. He was the one.
He was the one.
Seth,
That's okay.
I'm with you though now.
I got
We're right
you.
Here. We're following.
I got you.
We're following you.
So,
he was also the first person to have those kind of numbers for the Dolphins since a guy named Dan Marino.
That's true.
Pretty good company there.
Did he not hit Dan Marino numbers?
Yeah.
At that game.
They like Dan Marino there.
469 passing yards, 6 touchdowns.
Those are some Madden numbers.
That's Madden, guys. That's Madden. That's the stuff you do on Madden. So I saw this video and I wanted y'all to react to this because I got some kids in my youth group from Marshall Christian, and they tell me that you guys goof off a lot at school. So I figured it probably looks something like this. So
that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. So tell me, what's the craziest thing you've done in class?
Oh, that's a good one.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Andy.
I've never made a roller coaster in class before.
You will now.
I've done some stuff. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I probably need to work on making one of those. We did spray pepper spray in a class one time.
What?
And
everybody was crying?
And had to leave the classroom alone for the rest of the day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was...
Pepper spray's rough, dude.
Last year, around the end of the year, we taped some tables to the wall and chairs to the ceiling and...
Then sat in them?
The senior pranks at Marshall Christian are epic. They do crazy stuff.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they've filled up like the cups of water, and they'll put like thousands of them all the way around the school to where you can't even walk. They'll put them on the stairs. They'll
but
do
you're
stuff.
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be me.
So
this
how do
year.
you top that?
I'm not sure. I have a few things in mind. I got
Grant. What are you thinking?
I have no idea. I thought about putting some balloons in the ceilings of the gym.
Oh.
And put glitter in it. That way, if they ever have to get them down, they pop.
There is
Marshall Christian. If you're watching, if you find balloons with glitter, my boy Grant was the man.
There may or may not be a door on the back of the gym that's big enough to fit a car through.
Oh, there is. They got that
How do
garage
you know?
door.
How do you know this?
It's a big garage door.
It's a big garage door.
That's what it's for. Okay. I like it.
These Marshall Christian. Now
You gotta watch out for these Christian school
your
kids.
boy,
Man.
hey, we got 30 seconds, but your boy Drew over here, he went
Wow.
to a Christian school.
I went to Covenant Christian in Tuscumbia, so I am a graduate of a small Christian high school. So I'm familiar with some of the things you guys are saying. How many people are in your class? Like your
15, 16.
I think our senior class is around 16.
I can't remember. I feel like I graduated with 12. I said that one time, and somebody was like, "No, it was more than that." But it was between 12 to 15. So we were, yeah. I'm right there with you, man.
10 seconds.
It's awesome though. I thought high school was amazing. We got by with
everything
we wanted to do.
I love the
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
Yeah, we're excited to be joined by Grant Guthrie and Andy Corsmo from Marshall Christian. Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, we're good. We're good.
We're doing good.
It's a good day to be alive.
Yes, sir.
Good day to be alive. Grant, you are on the football team. You were running back, defensive end, linebacker, and baseball. You didn't tell me what position you played, but
I played right outside field or outfield.
Outfield. Okay, Andy, you are 17, senior. You play basketball. You're the point guard, and you also are the running back.
Yes,
so,
sir.
How's that work?
We line up, and basically in our backfield is a 3-man formation: quarterback, 2 running backs, and whichever way we go, I guess whoever gets the ball is the running back that play.
There you go.
Awesome. Which brings me to my first question: how long have you guys played football?
I've played football basically my whole life, all the way up until now.
I started playing football at Marshall Christian in 8th grade when they first started putting the team back together.
Nice.
Okay. So Grant, you play baseball. How long have you been playing baseball?
It's been kind of scattered. Like I played t-ball, and then I went for a while, and then I played at Marshall, and then we had like COVID, so we played only like one game. It was weird.
Did you win the one game?
No, it was back when we.
That's
were first...
a sad day. Oh man, I'm sorry.
We played against Cornerstone Rangeville, which they're very good.
Right. Okay, Andy, you play basketball, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been playing basketball?
For a team, not very long. I've always played basketball. I've always been played in a couple leagues and just able to pick up a basketball and play whenever I want, really. But playing for a team, I basically just started whenever I moved to Marshall Christian last year. I played on the basketball team.
Nice. Now I'll ask this question. Drew will talk to you. So what is your favorite position of the 3? Which would you choose, Grant? Would you choose baseball or football?
I enjoy playing football a lot more.
What's your favorite position? You got 3.
I like defensive end the most. It's a pretty simple job.
He likes to go after people.
Yes, I want the ball.
I played defensive end on the bench at Arab. It was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, Andy, you play basketball and football. You're the running back and the point guard, which are both really great positions. What's your favorite?
I like basketball. I mean, just being out on the floor with a whole bunch of guys that I like to play with and just have fun with them throughout the day. But I gotta say, running that ball is a lot better.
A lot fun.
It's a good feeling when you get that ball and you put somebody on their back.
Nice. So you guys play? Is it 8-man, 6-man?
6-man.
6-man. So explain to our listeners what's the difference? What are some rule differences and how is 6-man different from 11-man?
Well, the first,
obviously being smaller. Sorry.
The first and really main rule is the first person to whoever takes the snap can't advance the ball. The ball has to leave his hands and go to somebody else before you can gain yards. That's really the biggest rule.
I'm
change.
familiar with all the rules. So first of all, there's 6 people. The first person who gets the snap cannot advance the ball. With the extra point attempts, the kicks, they're considered harder, so the kicks are worth 2 and runs are worth 1. The field is smaller. I think is it wider?
It's
40-80.
Yes, 40-80.
Okay. Cool. So So like the quarterback can't take the snap and run. He has to either hand off or pass.
Or pass the ball.
Yes.
Okay. Cool, man. I like that. My school was so small that we didn't even do football. We did basketball and soccer, but do y'all play Shoals Christian up out of Florence?
I don't think so.
I think Shoals might play at 8 man, or they used to. But yeah, I'm familiar, man. That's awesome. I'd love to come watch you guys play. I think, man, I bet there's a lot of offense, right, with 6 man. What's the traditional scoring average? What do y'all score per game?
They're in most games. Our games this year, some of them they've been close, and they've been around, what would you say, 30 points or so, somewhere in that range.
Last year it was 60 to 50. It's usually a high scoring game.
Yeah. So if you like offense, man, six man.
Oh yeah, it's all offense, but that really makes defense more important because you got to get a stop. Sometimes you have to get a stop to win. Just one stop, you can win a football game.
Yep.
So the quarterback can't be sacked.
The quarterback can be sacked. So he's got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Quick.
Oh wow. Okay, there's that.
I'm coaching flag football right now, and that's a similar rule. Our quarterback can't run with the ball, but they can blitz him, and so he has to just basically evade anybody trying to pull the flag or get rid of it.
Yeah, the quarterback can run all the way around. Behind the line of scrimmage, he can move anywhere he wants, but he's got to get rid of it before somebody takes it past there.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
All right, guys, what are some things that you have learned from Arlo Guthrie?
Arlo's been a good coach for us. He's a really fun guy. He's not as hardcore as some of the coaches I've played for, and the most I've learned from Arlo is more off the field than on the field. Really, he's more about teaching us how to be good people out in the world and just teaching us to do right. And he doesn't make everything about football. He doesn't make everything about winning. He cares about us growing as people more. So
love it. Well, either one of you guys, give me a legendary Arlo Guthrie statement that you would hear all the time, that you're going to hear when you leave high school.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Andy, do you know something?
You're his son, man. You got to know something.
Come on, man.
He always says, do it right, do it light, or do it wrong, and do it long. That's what he says.
There it is.
Oh, I like
That's it.
That's good, man.
I like that. Well, it's the same thing. Okay, Arlo, Guthrie, and then how about Philip James? Give me a Philip James saying.
Oh, Philip James. He really doesn't have a saying. There's not really one thing he says over and over that I could really state, but he is a joking guy. He'll throw some jokes out there. He's a funny guy, but
how about Jeff Simmons?
Jeff Simmons?
Your baseball player? I mean, your baseball coach?
I have never met him.
Oh yeah, he's just about to start.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be a new.
It's very impactful to your life.
It will be. It will be.
Drew.
Yeah. So, talk to me about one of you has a family business. Who is that? Is that Andy?
Oh,
yeah. What's your family business?
Oh, my dad owns Platinum Plumbing.
Okay, cool, man.
Plumbing, just some trade work and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw on your sheet you said you might be interested in kind of working in the family business one day. So you think you might want to do that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. Absolutely. How long has he been in business for himself? A while, or?
He was plumbing with one guy for another business for a few years, like a pretty good amount of time, and then I think he's been on his own for maybe 4 or 5, 6 years, somewhere around.
Nice. Interesting to me, just as a business owner, and my son, I own a barber shop, and I want my son maybe to kind of one day work with me, at least have the option. So curious about that. So cool, man.
So you said that what kind of company would you eventually like to open? You said you wanted to work in the family business and eventually open a company.
I like the idea of opening up maybe like another trade type of work, just kind of cover more ground, like business wise, electrical, something in trade wise. But I really want to open a restaurant one day.
That's
nice. Cool. What kind of restaurant?
I have no idea.
Yeah?
I just want to own a
good
restaurant.
One.
Yeah, a good one.
Do you like to cook?
I do like to cook. I don't cook a lot, but I do like cooking.
Yeah. When you cook, what does one cook?
Mainly basic stuff that your average living human could cook.
That a 17-year-old is cooking.
Yeah. Ramen noodles.
Yeah, that's what oatmeal.
Cereal.
I feel you, man. I'm a whiz in the kitchen, man. I'm mean on that George Foreman grill.
Come on, somebody.
Whatever y'all want.
Grant, tell us what what it means to be the All-State defensive back. Explain that position, how you got it, and what it means.
I think that may be mistyped because I think I got defensive end.
Okay, defensive end.
Because I didn't play a whole lot of defensive back, but defensive end. They were just like, go get the quarterback, get the ball, and I ran hard every time. I tried not to let anybody stop me.
How many sacks are we talking? Do you know?
I feel like sacks are a little bit harder because the quarterback's got that whole field to weave around, and most of the time he gets that ball, and that ball is gone.
Yeah.
So I think I got 1 sack, and it was last year.
Nice.
I haven't gotten I think I may have got 1 sack this year. I drug him down by his ankle or something.
2, 3, 3.
He's being humble.
3.
Humble
Dude,
guy.
He's got more than that.
Yeah.
But last year I had 1, and it was wide open. I mean, it opened right up, and it was straight for him.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoy that defensive end position too.
You liked that?
Well, I enjoy going after the quarterback. That was always fun. It's just fun.
I think I would have liked high school football, but
yeah,
we just played Madden back then.
Yeah, yeah, I played Madden too. Atlanta Falcons. Anyway, that
was back when
Mike Vick. Mike Vick, yeah, right there.
Know. You was doing QB scrambles.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What was Andy? What was it like winning the basketball defensive player of the year?
And
how did you win that?
I was pretty much expecting to win that award. When it comes to defense, in any aspect, football, basketball, I'm kind of just a menace all the time.
Nice.
A menace.
I like to go get them. So,
who inspires you like to play defense? Like, what's an NBA player or somebody that you were like, man, that's who I try to lock down? Like,
I don't really watch a lot of NBA. I kind of just enjoy pesting other people.
Yeah, that's defense.
I just find happiness in making other people frustrated.
Wow.
Hey,
on the court.
That's. I mean, I played basketball in high school, and that's the sport I'm probably most familiar with. And a good defensive player can disrupt the game. I mean, it's you put the best defensive player on the best offensive player, and you gotta battle, man.
Yes, sir.
So I respect that. You probably would have been the guy that I did not want to guard me.
Get off of me!
Yeah.
It's like, I will fall on you, and it'll be in the eclipse, and it'll get dark real quick. Anyway,
that was a fat joke.
Yeah, it was.
Golly.
Because they used to be way bigger. So, you, Grant, Andy, I asked this because I kind of want to know where your mind is. How do you prepare pre-game? How do you prepare to get rid of your nerves, get rid of the butterflies, the things like that? Because I know football, I'll never forget, and I say this a lot, but in our football locker room, there was a lineman right beside me would drink an entire bottle of Pepto-Bismol before a game. And that's how he dealt with his
Shut
emotions.
his stomach down.
Yeah, forever. But anyway, how do you deal with those emotions? How do you prepare yourself pre-game?
I usually don't. It's just as soon as you get hit once, it all just comes together. The rest is all instinct.
Nice.
Andy?
Yeah, I usually just there's been something about this season for me. After the first game, the emotions really haven't been there. Like the nervous, the scared, they really haven't been there. I've thought about past games. You know, we've already played some of the best people we're gonna play. We've already beat some of the best people that we're gonna play. So really just I trust our guys. We got the best 6 people you can put on the field at one time, and I trust them. So emotions are really out the door for me right now.
Is there a soundtrack? Is there something that you listen to in your ears before, something to get yourself motivated, fired up, moved?
I'm always listening to music. I always got some earbuds in or something like that. I like listening to basically any type of rap music, anything upbeat to get me going, some energy, some good energy, you know.
Nice.
Grant?
I sort of I sit there in the quiet. I'll just let it all go.
Nice.
Likes the quiet.
You got the feeling that Grant would just come across the field and destroy you.
Yeah.
I get that feeling.
I'm kind of glad there's a table between us right
Me
now,
too.
man. Grant's kind of an intense guy. I feel that.
I see that over there, and I'm just like, that guy. Anyway. So, Drew?
So, all right, I'm a movie guy, man. I love talking movies. I know that's one of the questions we like to ask you guys. So, Grant, you said The Accountant is your favorite movie.
Yes.
So that's Ben Affleck, right?
Yes,
and he's like an assassin.
He is.
Remind me the plot.
He's like he has autism and stuff, but it's like it's movie autism, which means he's like superhuman, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's like super math. He's super smart. So he finds this money and who's hiding it and stuff, and he goes after him. And they come after the assistant lady that helps him, like the financial assistant. So he protects her, and that he does that.
Nice. I remember liking that movie. There he is. Do y'all think Ben Affleck's a good Batman? Have y'all seen the Batman movies with him?
I have not seen Batman.
I don't love him as Batman, honestly.
I don't like him as Batman.
I know.
I'm gonna be real with you. He's not my. I'm not.
Are you a Michael Keaton Batman guy? Or
no, I like Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
I think Christian Bale is the best Batman.
What about what's his name? Twilight. Rob.
No, I don't like him either. I'm not a real big fan.
That one, I thought he was pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So
it was
Andy,
better than Ben Affleck.
You got a favorite movie, Andy?
There we go. Batman choices.
There you go. Adam West.
There they are. Adam West obviously was the best.
Look at
Batman.
the evolution of the Batman suits.
He was the one in the cartoonish. Yeah, Adam West, definitely. Christian Bale was my favorite. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, okay. The one in the middle's animated. I was going to say, I don't know who that guy is. He was the voice of Batman.
Yeah. Steven, that's a good picture. That's a solid picture.
Steven is just Johnny on the spot.
I mean,
over there,
that
man.
helps
He
me
got
a
there
lot.
So quick.
Helps me understand, but I still say Christian Bale.
They don't call me Willy Wonka for nothing.
The Willy Wonka of radio.
That's right.
So
you earned that.
So, Grant, you say when you're not on the football field, you're not playing baseball, that you're hanging out with your family. What kind of things do you do when you're spending time with your family?
We watch TV. We just hang out, find something good to watch. We are on the bed. We have the cats on the bed.
The cats.
Yes.
I recommend watching Ben Affleck Batman movies. Not really.
Said nobody ever. Anyway.
I like TV too. What TV shows you watching right now? You got a recommendation?
Oh man, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to visualize the list. We got Scorpion.
Okay.
We got into Scorpion recently.
Blacklist.
Blacklist. That's a good show. Now
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that one.
I've heard good things about Blacklist.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that one. That was kind of one of those that my wife watched without me and got like so far ahead I never could catch up.
You hate that.
Do you and your wife do that? Like, do you have shows you watch together and then like shows that you're not allowed?
Sometimes she'll get ahead of me on it.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
But there has been a show called The Green Lantern.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I had another question on here. Okay, when you're not hanging out, Andy, you say that you hang out with your friends. What kind of things do you do with your friends when you're hanging out?
Basically, because we're usually busy all the time, so we don't get too much time to hang out. But whenever I'm hanging out with them, we'll usually just go get something to eat. And I got a lot of friends that like going and playing basketball, so usually,
nice.
Usually spending my time playing basketball or doing something, being active, or just going out to eat.
There he is.
Who were you taking a picture with a minute ago there, Andy?
That would be my mom.
Your mom?
Yes.
It's a fly tuxedo there, man. That's very
Okay.
Pee Wee
Nice.
Herman. I like that.
Thank you.
This is my question. Who is this?
Hey.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
That's hilarious.
It's in your photos.
I think somebody sent me that a long time ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That look right there. And I thought this was funny. I don't know if you want to phrase this or me, but Andy talking about his inspiration. Why don't you ask him?
Yeah, Andy, you said your inspiration was yourself.
Yeah,
Talk to us about that.
There's been people that I've looked up to in my life, like my parents, and then there's been some role models, some coaches I've looked up to. But really, when it boils down to it, it's all about what you want. Anybody can tell you to do something. Anybody can tell you what it takes or what you're gonna have to do to get somewhere. But it's really all you. You really decide at the end of the day how far you want to go, how hard you want to push yourself. So that's just me.
I do too.
I like that answer.
I didn't
man.
expect that answer.
That's not the answer I expected.
That's not
either.
what I was
like
looking
that.
for.
I like that.
Grant, who inspires you?
Andy?
Andy does inspire me a lot. Andy's very good
Be like Andy
A lot
today.
he does. Andy puts a lot of effort into it. I don't know. What does that sheet say that I put? I'm trying to remember what I
You
put on
said
it.
Jesus.
Ah, yes. Of course, that's the number one. It's always got to be the number one. Jesus should inspire everyone to do the best that they can.
Yeah.
But like in terms of football, like my favorite defensive end's got to be T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt is a man out there.
Nice. Those white boys are pretty good. All of them are pretty decent.
So tell me how your season's going, guys.
So far so good. Like I said, I'm fully confident that we have the best 6 people you can put on the field. There's I'm not saying that there's not good teams out there. There's some really good teams out there. Our first game of the year, we won by 1 point. We got up pretty big in our second game, but they found a way to fight back. We had a couple players out. They found a way to fight back, but I honestly think we have the best 6, and if you put somebody else's best 6 up against us, we're gonna dominate all the time.
Nice. Who's your next opponent? Who do we play next?
We play Pondview in about maybe 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
2.5 weeks.
Nice. So I got a little break right now.
Yes, sir. We're getting people healed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is the game that you look forward to most winning every year?
State championship.
Yeah, this year's the state championship game. We'll be there.
And where will that be?
It depends on where everybody else is seated.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. Our seeding isn't completely set yet. We still have a few games that need to be played. Personally, we have one more team we need to play to see where we stand, but so we're not exactly sure where that'll be yet.
Yeah.
Who is that team?
Pondview Christian. Pondview's got some good players on their team. They're very good. They're very physical.
Here we go. We're looking. Kaneka.
Oh man,
Yeah.
love their sausage.
Woo! Me too.
Come on.
Come on. They better give you some sausage.
That
when you go there.
concession stand better be lit.
With Kaneka.
At Kaneka Springs
It better,
Christian.
or I'm disappointed.
Like
that
that better
the
not
way.
that better not just be Skittles and pizza.
There better be sausage.
Yeah, no
There
doubt.
better be some Kaneka in there. So, guys, you almost got away with it. Neither of you answered, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Tell me about an embarrassing moment that both of you've gone through. It may not have been in sports. It may have been in school. It may have been during practice or on the bus. I don't care, but I want to hear something funny. Tell us something funny.
I think I was sleeping on this cooler, and somebody brake checked my dad who drives the bus, and I came sliding out of that cooler, or I slid off the top of it into the floor.
Nice. Why were you sleeping on a cooler?
We were on the back from
Because it
we
was
were
cool.
we were on the way
That's
back
right.
from
That's a cool thing
yes,
to do.
it was
It was
cool.
cool. I see what you did.
But it
there.
was on the way back from Kaneka, and Kaneka's about
Kaneka sausage!
You had
It's-
Kaneka in the cooler.
It's 3 hours away, so I was on the sleep.
Sponsor us,
I was
Kaneka.
asleep on the way back, and I slid right off that cooler.
Nice.
We're working on our NIL Kaneka
Hey,
deal.
Kaneka, you want to sponsor the show?
Come on.
We would love
The
to have
Varsity
you.
Radio Show is brought to you by Kaneka. I'm joking. I'm just joking.
My sausage.
Yeah, no. Just joking. We really don't have a deal with them, but we'd like one.
If
Anyways,
you're listening.
tell us about your embarrassing moment, Andy.
Oh man, that's kind of hard. I can't seem to think of one. I do remember I was going to school at Boaz for a while, all the way up until my junior year, and it was a 2-story building, right?
Yeah.
And so what that means is there's stairs, and whenever we would swap classes, your classes were all over the place, up and down. And I remember I was going from history to my science class. So I was walking downstairs, and apparently I just thought that first step didn't exist. And I stepped clean off of it and went tumbling about
Right.
14, 15 stairs down.
Woo.
Right. Wow.
Nothing broken.
No.
Except
no.
your pride.
His
Just except
pride.
for my
Just pride.
pride.
I got you.
Man, that would have hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt. It hurt
I'm
my
fine, guys. I can't get up, but I'm fine.
it hurt my soul a lot worse than it hurt my body.
Just know if that had been me or Seth, that would have killed us.
Yes.
Like, just be glad you're 17.
You're superhuman.
and, like
We
yeah,
would have been dead.
no doubt.
That would have been game over.
Andy, I got a question for you, Andy. I just thought of this. So you said you went to Boaz and then you transferred to Marshall Christian.
Yes, sir.
So kind of similar for me. I grew up kind of going to a public school and then like junior high age transferred to Covenant Christian, a private school. Talk to me about like what are some differences of going to a private Christian school versus like a traditional public school?
Oh, well, one, I think the most obvious thing is just more Christian education.
Yeah.
And then the size difference is crazy. I remember walking through Boaz, and I would see somebody that I had never seen before every day. So and now I spend all day with these guys. I'm in the class with these guys all day, and we're close.
Yeah.
That's something I don't think you can really get at a public school.
Yeah. That closeness, man, was kind of one of the words I was hoping you would say. I mean, when I graduated, like, we all thought it was like the end of the world because, I mean, we loved each other and we were in every class together and we were friends, and we all went our separate ways after high school to different colleges and stuff. But, like, still, man, connected to a lot of those guys, and Facebook and social media, we stay, up. So definitely, I think one of those benefits, man, the small, private education is just that closeness, man, with your classmates. That's cool. I can definitely relate to that.
Well, guys, so you're going to make the state championship.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we're going to try our best.
I like it, Grant. I like it, Andy. Thank y'all so much for being on here. Hey, we're going to go to some music. We believe in the Marshall Christian Stallions. We believe that y'all can do it.
I like it.
I like the attitude. We got this.
I'm inspired by me.
Hey, you're on the right side. You're on the right side.
That's right.
So, hey, we're going to take a quick break, and so check us out at Facebook Live, at Twitter, at Instagram, at YouTube. Come join us behind the scenes. See you there. Y'all can stay with us if you want, or you can go.
I'm going to follow that TikTok right now.
That TikTok.
Varsity Radio Show.
I've never even looked at it.
Hey, you're about to get 2 new followers.
There it is.
That video isn't up that he was talking about earlier.
It's not up.
It's not up there. Nope. No, I don't think he has TikTok. You don't have TikTok, do you?
I don't.
And actually, he asked you what's the craziest thing. I had an answer locked and loaded ready, but he didn't ask me about it.
About what?
Well, go ahead.
Jackson and Dylan, they were cleaning in the bathroom, and they spilt the ammonia in the bleach, so they made chlorine gas in the bathroom.
Oh, that'll do it.
Just like the pepper spray, you probably had to evacuate.
Yeah, that was.
Everybody's crying, and they don't mean to cry.
I don't think the girl who had asthma in there. I was very happy about
that. No.
I wasn't in that class or in the locker room.
We used to have to clean with that ammonia.
Yeah.
And Arab in that field house. One day, Keith Garner, he's the head football coach at Brindley Mountain. He was our coach at Arab, and he come in. All right, boys, it's time to clean. And that ammonia get out. All of us are crying. We're big grown men crying because it gets in your eyes and you can't. It's like the onion effect. You're like, it hurts so bad.
Ammonia is mean. Whatever hole it gets in your body, like through your eyes, through your nose, through your ears, it burns.
Yeah, it does. It's rough. It truly is. So hey, we're about to do something called freestyle, where we give away a 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games. Y'all can stay or you can go. We'd love to have you. But your interview's over, but the show's not. So it's all up to you. What y'all want to do?
I have no idea. Yeah, do we need to go? I don't know, man.
Go be teenagers.
Yeah,
go live your life.
Part of me's ready to go home.
We do need to get a picture of you and get you to sign the door, though. So.
All right.
We will do that. Seeing if I missed any. Star Wars fish.
Yeah, we've got a few videos left.
But looking forward to it.
Yeah. Star Wars?
Yeah, I need you guys to. Yeah.
I'm a big Star Wars man.
I do love me some Star Wars. All those movies are great. But thank y'all for the opportunity. We appreciate it.
Good to meet you guys. Good
y'all
luck this
mind
year.
signing that door with that chalk? And
I'll take you around to the other side.
All right, he's gonna take you around. Right. So anyway. Guys, y'all have been fun.
Hey, thank y'all.
Been a party.
We appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, good luck,
boys.
boys.
Been good, thanks. Amphibious picture. Are you amphibious?
No. I am actually.
Amphidextrous, or what is it?
Amphibious.
I see Sam's head poking around the corner laughing at us, so I know it's legit. Anyway.
I'm not ambidextrous at all. Are you? Like I'm right-handed, and I literally it's scary what I can't do with my left hand.
I can't hardly send a text with my left hand. No, dude.
I can't drive. Can't eat.
You can't drive with your left hand?
Not well. I mean, if I'm texting with my right hand, don't text and drive, guys. Don't do that.
Don't do what Drew just said.
I'm very right-handed. My son is kind of like a little ambidextrous, I think. Like his right hand is his dominant hand, but like
He
he
can do
dribbles a
stuff with his
basketball well with his left. He likes to do some things with his left.
When I was helping coach, that 5'6" T-ball and everything. We'd have kids who were left-handed, and that was just so strange to me.
You always
Working
wonder
with them.
at their age, like how much do you encourage that? Because you know, and some like
how would you know?
A left-handed pitcher that is pretty valuable, but there's other facets of life where it's a lot easier to be right-handed. So
yeah, what are those facets, Drew?
Driving. Nah, just the world is like built for right-handers. Desks. Right-handed desks.
Yeah.
Guitars.
Guitars.
What else? What are some other things that good to be right-handed?
Just throw them out there anytime.
Trying to think. Probably that's probably mostly it. Desk and guitars. Those are two important things.
Yeah. Solid. If you're a pitcher though, left-hand pitcher, then you can throw people off.
It's true.
So
true that.
That's fun.
Wasn't there like a left-handed quarterback or like an ambidextrous quarterback too that was kind of in the news pretty recently? That like could go.
Tua's left-handed, isn't he?
But there was one that was kind of ambidextrous that we're talking like he could roll to his left and throw with his left, and then he could roll to his right and throw with his right.
That could be dangerous.
Like wasn't having to throw across his body. Like I can't remember who that was, but that could be pretty dangerous.
That could be. I could see a great benefit to that.
I tell you what else could be pretty dangerous.
What is that, Steven?
It's all about this video. Seth, you haven't seen it. I think both of you are going to laugh your butts off. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I
ready
want
for
to
this?
laugh my
I'm ready
butt
to
off.
laugh.
All right, here we go. Watch that screen. Here it is. Come on, Cletus. Work for me.
Hey, dude, watch this. I want to try.
Oh!
Gross.
The first time I was like,
so good.
That wasn't funny until he did that. I was like, dang.
10 seconds, guys.
You know what I thought that was going to be?
What?
Have you ever done the move where you send a picture of the crease in your elbow?
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a butt?
Yeah.
My wife loves that move.
Here we go.
The Varsity Freestyle.
That means it's your chance to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B video games. Hey, all you got to do is answer the questions. If you answer the questions and you're even struggling there, listen, we're like phone a friend and we have the answers.
Yep.
So you can't fail here. All you got to do is call in. So here's question number 1. A yellow fruit. That's it. Somebody give me a yellow fruit. I need the answer. A yellow fruit. Call in.
Want to win?
That is some
Call us
low
now at 256-505-0885.
I will say the hardest one I'm going to ask. Who is Shrek's wife? Look, I got somebody. Hey!
Hey, a yellow fruit's a pineapple.
That's... Yes,
You
but
know
hey,
what? Give us just a second. Stay on the line with us. What's your name?
Emily.
Emily from this morning. Very good. Okay. Hold on the line, Emily. We're going to cut in on radio, and we're going to do this live, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
All right, we're so excited we have Emily with us. And she's going to answer these 3 questions. I believe in her. How are you doing, Emily?
Good.
Tell us about your day. Has it been good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Best part of your day. Tell us now. You got this.
A lot of schoolwork.
A lot of schoolwork. Best part of your day. I like that. So, the question is this, Emily. Give me a yellow fruit.
A pineapple.
A pineapple for bonus.
It's a good one.
Can you think of a second one?
A lemon.
Girl, you're on it.
And neither one of those are the ones I was thinking.
Can you think of a third one?
It's
monkeys eat them.
There you go.
Yellow apple.
A yellow apple? That's right, Emily. Yeah?
Emily, you're on it.
That's good.
She gave me 3 answers. So I'm going to move forward. What does the white dove symbolize? What is the white dove a symbol of?
Peace.
Yes! Look at you, Emily. I didn't have to help you. Emily, I know you probably watch. Have you watched the Shrek movies?
Yes.
Who is Shrek's wife?
Fiona.
Girl! You are fantastic, Emily. Thank you for calling in. You have won. If you'll just stay on the line, Steven's going to tell you where you can get your 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games.
Okay.
I'm personally a fan of Emily.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot Fiona when you asked that. I was like, man, I don't know.
I thought you would get it.
It's Cameron Diaz, right? It's her voice,
Yes.
but I couldn't remember what her character name was.
Yes.
Cameron Diaz.
One of those phones is ringing.
By the way,
you hear that?
I do hear that. Is that mine?
No.
I still have Britt Burns' pass from last time I was on the show. It's in my Jeep,
Is
Britt.
B&B Video Game?
Yes, I'm good for it, Britt. I've got it. Is that me shaking?
one?
It was me. Potential spam on my phone.
Ah.
And
Potential spam?
All these phones are my phones, and so whenever I get a call, it goes to all the phones.
Nice.
I've noticed that. I've been in the youth room.
It happens.
And yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's a lot of phones, dude.
Whenever he gets a Cassie phone call, it comes through. I almost answered.
Yeah, it's over the course of the past few years. I've got a iPhone 6S, got a 7, and an 8 Plus. Yeah, I did. You'll have to snap it from there. Cool.
We're in some new territory in my family. My 10-year-old, it should be coming in the mail today or tomorrow. We've got my 10-year-old a Gab phone. Are y'all familiar with the Gab phones?
No, explain it.
So a Gab phone is a phone. It's designed to protect kids. It doesn't have the internet, so there's no apps, there's no social media. It's essentially a phone for her to get in contact with her mother and I in situations where we're not there. So like play practice, she's at a friend's, she can call and text, and it has like a calculator on it, and that's it's pretty much like a rotary phone.
Pretty much like when we got our first phone.
It's essentially like the kitchen phone without the cord.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, when the daughter has a cell phone, I just like, man, it's a new territory for us.
Genre of life.
But I'm proud of her. She's a mature kid. She can handle it. So, but yeah, Gab phone. If you're looking, I've done a lot of research on these. If you've got a preteen and you think, hey, they need a phone, but I don't want the dangers of like a traditional like smartphone, check out the Gab phone.
I like it.
I think it's a good option.
That was a solid option right there.
Yeah, solid options. That's what I'm here for, man. Solid options.
Steven, tell us about the Star Wars fish.
Oh, sure. So there's this girl. They got all kinds of artists on TikTok, right? And this girl is really good. I've seen a lot of people use their iPad in this app called Procreate. And they use this to build these digital animations and all this stuff. Well, she does a really good job by envisioning all of the Star Wars characters as fish.
I like it.
And I mean, she does a really good job. So, yeah, I was able to kind of take that and rip it. I'm just trying to find it real quick. Stalling. There it is. Here we go. Here we go. Take a look at this.
I get a lot of wonderfully unhinged drawing suggestions from my best friend. For instance, Star Wars, but for fish. Just gonna ignore the laws of anatomy. I think it's going really well so far. Some might say swimmingly, not me, of course, but this guy would. General Kenobi. I think it's unsettling because it kind of makes sense. I've made a lot of choices here today, some of them much worse than others. You're coming with me. You know, if memory serves me right, and it usually doesn't, this is exactly how it happened in the movie. Right after the Death Star anglerfish made everyone sad, which of course was sometime after this, episode 3, Revenge of the Fish.
Wow.
I would straight up get a tattoo of one of those fishes. That's awesome. Those look incredible.
I told you. She's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Steven, you got any more funny videos? We got 5 minutes,
I got
man.
all kinds of stuff.
Load us down.
Yeah, okay. So, I like to beatbox. I'm a drummer, though. So I've been drumming since I was 10, so I can always throw down some kind of beat. I've been practicing over the years. When you don't have a drum set, you just make the sounds, and I've gotten pretty good at it. But, not only do humans beatbox, but animals beatbox, too.
No. Come on. Nice.
I felt like that bird was about to spit the hottest fire since like
he's about to start rapping
like Vanilla Ice.
Come on.
Oh, that was like a terrible reference. Who's a good rapper? Tupac. Biggie.
Vanilla Ice. You know he grew a beard recently?
Oh, that's weird.
Vanilla Ice looks weird with a beard. Yeah.
Please
Steven,
show us that.
I would love to hear a little beatbox from you, Steven.
Oh, these mics aren't really set up for it, but I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it
All right, Seth, let's hear some verses. Come
I
on.
can't do it.
Throw one down.
Steven
That's
is cool.
impressive, dude.
The cooler. I was trying.
I wish I could freestyle. I would have totally.
yeah.
I would have featured on that.
Steven is cool.
Mm.
But the bird is cooler. I'm just joking.
Oh,
No.
The bird was impressive.
No, he really was.
I don't know
pumping
about
a lot.
this. I don't know if it's too soon, but you saw where the guard, when the queen died,
We going with the queen here.
the guards were standing there,
Disrespectful.
and
I'm joking.
one of them passed out. They didn't say what exactly was wrong with him. Was his blood sugar bad? What happened? What made him faint?
They never
I
do
found
that.
out
I'm so
what
glad.
happened.
What
I'm
happened?
sharing it with you right now.
What happened?
Watch.
Mr. Bean.
Reminds me of the old service issue ballpoint. I remember every agent would carry a pen that looked just like this. Completely innocent to the untrained eye, but click it twice.
Oh!
Yes.
That's what happened.
Mr. Bean guy.
So that really happened, though.
Oh, yeah, that really happened in the background.
Oh, wow.
Somebody got really creative and was able to mask all of the background from behind Mr. Bean out
Mr. Bean is hilarious.
and join the two together. Yeah.
All the Queen stuff fascinates me. Is that interesting to y'all?
It
Like
is.
all the royal
Yeah.
family
It
stuff.
is. Yeah.
That's 70 years she reigned.
I know, right?
That's a long time, dude.
But you know, she had over 30 corgis in
Over
the course
30?
in the
No.
course of her reign. She had
Wow.
over 30 corgis.
So you
Wow.
have to have a corgi to be the queen.
That's her.
You know.
That was her go-to.
It's her thing. But I wonder if they knew any tricks, like this dog knows.
One of Stella's secret talents.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is it eating her earring?
Thank you.
Yep, taking it
She's
off.
a good girl.
Wow.
She takes the earrings off for her. How cool is that?
That dog's name is Mike Tyson.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Boom-ch.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that.
That's good.
That was solid, Drew. Mike Tyson. That's crazy.
My name is Mike
How
Tyson.
long? Yeah.
We've got
You-
about a minute 50 left in this.
You were
song.
talking about tattoos, Mike Tyson and his on his face.
Yeah. You thinking about one of those?
No, I would
Oh,
never
okay.
do that.
Just curious. I got a tattoo a couple years ago, my first tattoo, and my mother, at 30 years old, I was 30-something, 36, 37. My mom, almost cried when I showed her. And her first response to me was, just please nothing, if you get any more, nothing on your face or neck. And I was
Like
like,
Mike Tyson.
Thank you, Mom.
Thanks,
I won't.
Mom. I'm glad you care about me.
Yeah. Mike Tyson, though, man, he was, wow.
Yeah. You can see some of his old boxing clips on
He was
TikTok.
good. Yeah.
I saw one recently, man. He was duking it out. He had a powerful punch.
Oh, it was brutal.
And his go-to combo was a right body punch and then an uppercut.
Mhm.
Oh, my gosh.
They got Mike Tyson punch out at B&B games? Do we know?
You know they might.
That would be
Out of the
That would be
50-something
good.
games they
I
have
would
back there.
sprint to that one because I love that game.
They do have Mortal Kombat.
Do they? They got
They
NBA
do.
Jam? Seth, we need to go play NBA Jam, bro.
I love the NBA Jam. I had it on the Sega Genesis. Was it the Sega Genesis or the PlayStation 1?
It was on Sega, yeah.
Greg's
Back in the day.
calling in, isn't he?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
trying to get a hold of him now.
But yeah,
It was on Sega. It was on Super Nintendo.
and I enjoyed NFL. You said
Blitz.
because they literally, it's like wrestling football. I love it.
Blitz was awesome. It
I
was
would
pretty
be
much
all-
the football.
I would be all about that, watching that, not playing it. But I
wonder if they have Blitz at B&B. We're going to have to go investigate.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go.
I'm gonna say yes. He has a lot.
50 is impressive. That's a lot of. That's a
50
stockpile.
of those. He has the Superman. He has Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. I'm trying to think. He even has in the back, the gun shoot
Yeah.
thing.
That's awesome.
Oh, I
The
found
hunt.
something out. You remember the old duck hunt game
Yes, tell
on
us.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
Did you know that the controller would actually control the duck?
No.
Yeah, the gun, of course, you shot at the duck, but the controller would move the duck. I had no idea.
Had no idea.
I was so
know that.
fixated on just using the gun, but they said, no, you can use a controller to move the duck around.
Is there any button where you could shoot the dog?
Right? I know we all tried to.
He was always laughing at you. Hated
Thanks,
that dog.
Stupid dog.
That dog haunts me.
I had the Olympic game. You know, it had the pad on the floor
Yeah,
and you
the
could
power
run
pad.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a Nintendo Switch, and we've got like this Mario versus Sonic Olympic game
Oh, no,
where like
that's
you do
cool.
a lot of the Olympic events, but you play as Mario or Sonic characters. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty
Who you
fun.
go for?
We wear that out.
Mario or
I'm
Sonic?
kind of like, grew up on Mario, but I like Sonic
I
these
like
days.
Sonic.
Have y'all seen the Sonic movies, the new ones?
Yes.
They're pretty funny.
Yes.
Pretty funny. My son's big in
Solid.
Sonic right now. He has the Sonic lunchbox.
Hey, Greg.
Greg Glasscock.
I hear Greg. Gregory.
He's fantastic. Greg,
What's up?
how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Man, you called in. We're doing wonderful.
Well, that's good.
About as good as it can be. Sounds like you're in the car.
Yeah, I am. I'm moseying down the road right now.
Mosey. I like it.
Greg, if I was any
That's an
better,
old
I'd be
term,
clapping for myself.
That's great.
Heard that recently.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay, or will I need to get off the Bluetooth?
I can hear you really well.
No, we should be good to go. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit a Charburger real quick, and we're gonna come right back up. Okay? Stay on the phone line with me. Here we go.
Are you hungry?
Yes, I am.
It's sure to please you and all your taste buds. They're at 3848 Alabama Highway 69 in Guntersville, and they're open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg, we're so glad you're here. You can't like really kick off until this drum beat right here.
Man,
Right- there it is. Okay.
That is such a cool intro. Man, that is cool.
Right? Right?
Yeah, I love that.
Well, we like you so much, Greg. We figured you were worth it. So,
Well, I do appreciate that.
so Greg, tell us about sports. Tell us about the sports going on here in Marshall County.
Well, I tell you, well, it's hard to believe, but after this week, we're going to be roughly midway through the regular season of football. It just kind of flies once it gets started. We had some pretty good games last week. I feel like, for the most part, those that were supposed to win did win. You know, of course, I was at a game that I thought would be closer than it was with the Guntersville Boaz game. That was a game where Boaz actually started off on a fairly nice drive, and then Guntersville just kind of took over from there. So wound up being 62-14. So
Wow.
yeah, not really that close of a game. You know, Guntersville's one of the leaders in scoring offense in the state and one of the leaders in scoring defense. So they keep rolling right along. Albertville was back home after being on the road for about 3 weeks, and they took it on the chin to Decatur out of Austin. The Arabian Nights keep rolling.
Come on.
Yeah, Arab hosted Scottsboro, and they won. So right now in the region, you have Arab and Guntersville still undefeated, so they're still looking at a collision course of playing each other in Arab in a few weeks, which should be a dandy, really. And this week's always an interesting week to me. It's a non-region week, so a lot of times you see, you know, a lot of matchups that you normally don't see. I'll be making the trek up to Buckhorn, where Guntersville will be playing Buckhorn, which is a 6A school. And then let's see, who else have we got? We've got Albertville. They're off this week. Arab hosts 14.
Wow.
I think that'll be a good game. Boaz goes back home licking their wounds. They play Southside, which will be a very tough game because, that was Gunnersville's first opponent of the regular season. And to date, I still think that is the toughest game that the Wildcats have played yet. So Boaz will have their hands full with Southside out of Gadsden. So got some good games. Also, Douglas is still playing real good ball. They head out to Pullman County to play West Point this week. So, we're about the midway point, and everybody's taking a break this week from region play. So, it's going to be interesting. And some other sports, real quick. Volleyball, the county tournament, I didn't know it snuck up on me. Somebody actually texted me today about it. It's next week, Tuesday, at Supreme Court's down there in Gunnersville. So if all goes well, next Tuesday, probably when I get off the phone with you guys, I'll be covering the semifinals and finals of the county volleyball tournament, which should be very competitive because right now you have Arab and Gunnersville ranked, and you have Boaz just on the outside looking in, receiving votes. So
wow.
Should be a real competitive county tournament next week, which I don't care what the sport is. The Marshall County tournament's always a good one and always very competitive.
Love it. Love it.
So a lot going on this time of year. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Greg, I always appreciate you filling us in on that because it's super important to this county, and those things are important to us. So thank you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Oh, you're welcome. I enjoy it every week.
And we will have you back next week.
All right. Sounds good. And I'll give y'all some more updates next week and see where we stand going into the second half of the football season.
Yes, sir. Greg, you're the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. There was one video that I didn't show you. Have you ever seen an optical illusion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found this video. I thought it was cool. This dude hanging out in a pool, and it looks a little bit like, yeah. The crab walk.
That's crazy.
They're not uniting. No, you're still not connected. Here we go. Here we go.
It's a little temperamental.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, here we go. We're having a good time now.
Nice.
That just messed with my mind.
That's right. I feel like, Drew, you could do something like that.
Wow.
It's
yeah.
like an infinity pool, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that. I didn't watch enough Bill Nye the Science Guy to know how that worked.
Bill.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stephen, tell us how to do that.
Oh, you just say Bill over and over again.
Oh. I meant the illusion.
Oh, okay. Well, I answered your
Just
question.
say-
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
There was another one I really
Very
liked when I was a
appropriate.
kid. It was Beekman's World.
Yes, I remember Beekman.
I learned one of the coolest tricks. I actually had the entire kitchen staff come out at an Olive Garden to see my trick that I learned there.
Really?
You take 2 forks and 2 toothpicks and a salt shaker. And using all that, you can suspend the two forks off the end of one of the toothpicks that is resting on the toothpick sticking out of the salt shaker. It's really cool. You can even make it kind of spin around, and it doesn't fall. It's
That's
really cool.
incredible.
I'll have to show you guys sometime. I'll have to bring all the ingredients to do that. But, we're always about athletes here. Always talking about, what do you like about your practice? What's your favorite drill? What's your worst drill? That kind of stuff. And, people really spend a lot of time in the gym. So much so that they're kind of getting otherworldly kind of reactions and results from their workout routine. I don't know if you saw this. ESPN posted this. I thought it was so good. Watch this guy's arms.
God. How?
Right? It's like a propeller on an airplane
How
or a
is that
helicopter.
possible?
I don't know, but yeah. And you would think maybe it's somebody doing some video editing, but you could see the TV was the same speed the whole time.
That's true.
The audio stayed the same too.
I have questions.
I have
No,
so
right?
many
It looks a little
questions.
doctored.
That was extreme. I don't know how you
How
do
many
that.
times
How
could
long
that
do
guy hit you before you even
Right?
realized?
1,000 punches.
Game over.
Wow.
Kind of
This
reminds
is-
me of the 1-inch punch. You seen that?
Oh yeah, the Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Uh-huh.
I like the 1-inch punch.
Well, I'll tell you what else is really good at punching.
What is that?
And they're not really punches. They're more like skippity paps.
Skippity paps.
Skippity paps.
So
That's
we
what
got a cat.
That's what cats do.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
skippity paps. That's right. That's right. So you want to see some skippity paps?
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard that terminology.
Oh, this is so good.
My wife.
Beverage bottle about my face, man. You out here getting these skibbity paps. Ain't no game. Oh, okay. You hit me, I hit you right back with the paps. You ain't replenishing no electrolytes out here. I'm playing video games, minding my own business. You my face, Terry. I done told you once. And bust a move in, Ray. Ain't nobody scared of you. You ain't got to be scared to get these skibbity paps. That's Patrick.
Oh!
You wasn't ready for the skibbity butts. That's a new strategy out here on the streets.
You think you better than me out here with your little sweater on? Yeah, I'm better than you, man. You know, it's just called fashion. Look at these fashion. You step your game up, you'll get butt naked with no fashion.
Wow.
Yeah, come up here, I'll rip your little fabric.
How can you eat that, Rondell? Shut it up, Talbert. You always got something negative to say. People out here enjoying their life, doing what they love. Me loving yoga ain't got nothing to do with your life. Stop all that growling. Like you about to do something. Sitting up there on your high couch thinking you better than me, man.
Oh!
Yeah, feel every piece of that bark. Oh, you barking, huh?
That was great.
I
That
love
was
the skibbity
good.
paps.
Yeah.
Thank you for that,
You're
Stephen.
welcome.
That
That got me. It was so good.
That's
That
what
was
the
it.
internet was created for, right
Yes.
there.
Exactly.
Cat
Skibbity paps.
videos.
Yep.
Cat videos.
Skippity paps.
Skippity paps. I've never
Yeah.
heard that terminology.
These hands.
Kid,
Out in
that-
these streets.
That dog was real mad too. It was,
Gave him the skibbity butt.
Mm-hmm.
shit, that was my favorite.
It's the first time I've seen that technique used.
Skibbity butt.
Yeah.
Go slap me, I give you the skibbity butt.
And I've got another rock star if you want it.
Oh please.
Because,
Always.
you know, dogs love fluffy toys, right?
Man, this fluffy toy is stupid. I can't even. You hear that stupid sound it made? Get off my hands, man. You know what? Fluffy toy back, man. Don't buy me no more stupid. You okay? Hey, don't buy me no more stupid fluffy toys, though.
You okay?
You okay? Don't buy me any stupid fluffy toys.
We all need to kind of lobby for Rockstar to get verified on TikTok because he doesn't have the blue check mark yet.
Oh, really?
What does
needs
that
it.
mean and what does it
How do
take?
you get it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just verified accounts. I'm not exactly sure what's keeping him from. I don't know if it's because he's repurposing other people's video, putting his voice on top of it. I don't know if that's the problem or what it is, but a lot of his stuff, because he does use other people's video, he just puts his voice on top. And I think he credits the people that he uses.
Yeah.
So he'll tell whose video it was.
He's a comic genius though.
Yeah, he really is. All right, we got a buzzer beater coming up in 13 seconds. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Get rid of all my stuff over here. There we go.
The buzzer beater.
That sound lets you know where you can find us when the show's not here, because whether you believe it or not, me and Drew, we don't live here.
Notice he said me and Drew.
Yeah.
He didn't mention me.
Steven does live here.
I do live here.
Thanks for
That's
letting
why
us
I
come
didn't
over,
say
Steven.
you, Steven. This is your house.
Yeah, this is true.
We're just hanging out in it.
My
any-
Oompa Loompas have to hide while y'all are here.
That's right.
Yeah, they come back out after hours.
Hilarious.
Nice.
I'm going to see the smokestacks from the chocolate factory.
I haven't shown you my horizontal elevator yet, so.
No, but I'm looking forward to it. But me and Drew don't live here. Steven does.
This is true.
And anyway, but let me tell you where you can find us when we're not here. If you just miss the Varsity, you can go to Facebook at Varsity Radio Show.
You can go to Instagram at varsity_radio_show.
And at Twitter at Varsity Radio 885. And on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show.
And podcast everywhere. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Hey, we are so glad that you joined us. We absolutely love spending 2 hours with you every Tuesday. Same varsity time, same varsity place. But nothing here would be as good without Charburger. the Char Burger, the home of the famous Char Grill, Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings, and B&B Video Games. Home of the 80s style arcade and video game retail store in the front. That is B&B Video Games, appropriately placed by Pizza Hut. Where else do you put something from the 80s? I love it.
Exactly
Anyway,
what it needs to be.
we're so glad that you joined us today. We hope that you come back next Tuesday, 2:30 to 4:30, 88.5 JFM. We'll see you there.